Good afternoon everyone, and thank you for coming to my presentation about Trump effect on South Korea in aspects of Korean economy and commerce. My name is Kim Do-kyung from Global Commerce major, and let's start my presentation. Here's the short contents about my presentation. Before I start my presentation, I will show you short video clips about this election. Donald Trump was elected as 47th US president after 45th. Trump, who against Harris, a presidential nominee with a totally different characteristic, won the election, even though it was an eventful election process, including being shot. Many economists in South Korea insisted that Trump's policy would negatively affect South Korean economy and commerce. Do you know why? I think most of you, and including me before this presentation, don't know why. So today, I'll tell you about how Trump policy negatively affects South Korean economy and commerce. There are three main issues related to Trump policy. First, Trump wants to increase 10 to 20% of universal tariff and 60% on Chinese products. Second, Trump wants to eliminate the mandatory sale of electric vehicle. And lastly, Trump wants to increase the contribution of defense costs of US military. First, Trump's tariff policies based on USA priority will negatively affect South Korea economy and commerce. Trump wants to increase 10 to 20% of universal tariff on all products and 60% on all Chinese products. So, what's the correlation between tariff and Korean economy? This is the main process of increasing tariff. First, if the country increases the tariff, the import good prices and total good prices will increase. And also the interest rate will increase and consumers' consumption and investment will decrease. This results Korea GDP will decrease. According to the Ministry of Trade Analysis, Korea is highly dependent on trade between USA and China. If USA increase 10 to 20% of universal tariff, Korea's export to US will decrease $210 billion US dollars, and 0.67% of Korea GDP will decrease. This shows Trump's tariff policy is highly related to Korea's economy. Second, Trump's policy about electric vehicle will negatively affect to Korea's vehicle corporations such as Hyundai in USA. According to the Trump's government acquisition team, Trump is now considering the abolition of electric vehicle subsidy. Here's the main remark of Trump's thinking. Trump thinks Biden's policy is impossible to realize, and Biden's eco-friendly policy is scam. This is a bad news for Korean vehicle corporation like Hyundai in USA, because Hyundai is recently starts to operate their new electric vehicle Ioniq 5 in Georgia in USA. So Hyundai hopes to increase in sales in their new market in USA based on their subsidy. If subsidies on the electric vehicles are reduced or abolished, Hyundai will have difficulty in expanding its share on their new market in USA. So this shows that Trump's electric vehicle policies can affect to South Korea's corporation all over the world. Lastly, Trump consistently insisted that Trump wants to increase the contribution of defense costs of US military. However, it will become a huge burden to South Korea because South Korea is now paying much defense costs compared to other countries. For example, South Korea is now paying $900 to $1,000 per capita defense cost. However, world average is $275, and Japanese now pay $380 for their defense cost. This shows although USA has no duty to protect South Korea, Trump's policy about increasing the defense cost would be very harsh to South Korea. The conclusion about Trump's tariff issues and electric vehicle issues and contribution of defense cost issues, South Korea should come up with a strategy in advance to respond to the global economic variables that occurs after Trump's election. This is my references, and thank you for listening to my presentation.